Hey, the podcast is ending, but the party is just getting started. If you're in New York or the New York City area, come to our farewell kickoff show happening at Littlefield October 15th at 7 p.m. Tickets available on asian.asianpod.com or go to Littlefield's website at littlefieldnyc.com. Again, that's October 15th, 7 p.m. There's 3 different tiers of tickets, so anyone from fancy doctor Asians to middle-class project manager Asians can come. Jenny and I and a bunch of our favorite amazing guests will be there. Come through.
Right. I love physical humor. Like when someone falls, I'm like, that
really
thing
good
is funnier.
Yeah.
A good I just like respect it so much, even though I'm not doing it.
Yeah, it's very hard to
There's
do.
something about it I love.
Another episode of the
Sorry.
I've done like maybe 500 episodes. I have no idea how else to say hello.
I know. It just is. It's different every time, and that's what's so exciting about it.
Okay. Thank you. I am Mike Nguyen.
I'm Jenny Arimoto.
And this is the Asian Not Asian podcast. We are in our golden parachute era.
Yes.
People, the last episode, we said the podcast ending. And then guess what? We're here still.
Yeah, exactly. It's fun to do a ending announcement and then immediately go record more episodes.
Yes.
It's so fun.
Way more episodes
Yeah.
and do way more stuff. It's a very Asian thing, I feel. You know, maybe like the Asian divorce. You know what I'm talking about?
What's the Asian divorce?
It's where you're still married, but then you just don't do stuff together anymore.
Oh, I have some friends' parents like that.
You know?
They just like sleep separately.
Yes, sleep
but
in.
they're like legally married.
They're still married.
Yeah.
They like still go apple picking. Or
Yeah,
whatever,
and they're
go
like
to
in all the
H-Mart.
pictures together.
Still in all the pictures,
Yeah.
but they are not married.
But they're definitely not married. Yeah.
For sure. Yeah. So that is the Asian divorce, and that's what we're doing right now. Welcome to the Asian Divorce podcast. Some announcements up top. Hack City is still happening, still going on. I think by the time this comes out, it will have passed the September show. But just in case, September 12th is the next one. It's at Union Hall in Brooklyn. It's always at Union Hall in Brooklyn. Second Friday of every month. So then if you miss that one, the next one is October 10th. And it's always a good time. And Jenny is supposed to do comedy at one of these.
Yes, I made an off-the-cuff promise
Yeah,
I will one day do stand-up before the podcast ends.
You are...
I'm like literally on tape saying that, which was,
Yeah.
I guess, my way of forcing a deadline, because I've told like 50 people I'm going to do stand-up.
Hold on a second. Hold on here. Oh, now we're recording on this audio. I got these, though. It's okay.
Should we start from the beginning?
No, we're not.
Okay.
We're just not going to do the vibes.
Am I supposed to talk?
No, you're not. You can just
Okay,
hang.
right.
You can just hang.
That's why. Okay.
This is so funny.
Correct.
It's okay. We only got 2 minutes with the weird audio.
Okay, and then we'll switch to the good
And we'll
audio.
switch to the good audio.
Okay, cool.
We can't, it's impossible to capture vibes twice.
It's true. It's true.
It's like math.
Yeah, it's math. You can't do math again. Once you do math once, you can't do it again.
You know, once you do the math once, can't happen ever again.
Yeah, exactly.
As we all know.
Yeah, exactly.
So right about now, the sound will suddenly get a lot better, and you'll be like, oh, okay, this is what I came here for excellent sound engineering. So please come to our shows, Hack City. The next one is it's a September 12th or October 10th. Just go to Google Hack City Comedy, or just go to Asian Not Asian Pod, or go to the link in the episode description. You should be able to get tickets for that. We shouted out a bunch of people on our Patreon last time, but patreon.com is the best area to support the pod. Even though we are sunsetting the pod, to use some project management parlance, we still have things we need to do for it, you know? Outgoing expenses.
A lot of things.
So many things. We need to Uber places. We need to buy people coffees. That's all sorts of stuff. So patreon.com/Asian Not Asian Pod is the best way to support the show. And there's a little bonus content. We put up our hosting sets. Oh, you weren't there. You weren't there for the last one.
Yeah.
But Sereni came on.
Oh, awesome.
And they are great.
So funny.
And it was just hilarious because right before the show goes on, before Hack City, like curtains are like coming up.
Yeah.
Right? There's no curtains at Union Hall. I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
So there's like the show,
yeah.
the lights are going down. And Sereni's like, hey, what if we, this is how she sounds. They sound, hey, what if we do this? Ah, just kidding, bro. Yeah, ha, ha. You know, so
Yeah.
Sereni pitched themselves to come on as a co-host. And I loved that energy. So I was like, yes, you're in. And it got crazy.
I love that.
We found some hot Asians to talk to in the front row.
Okay, I love
We
that.
talked to them for a while. Turns out one of them is from Australia. You know how hot they are.
Wow.
So hot. And it was a great time. And so please come out to that. Yeah, we're just going to go right into it because we can't wait to get started. Do you want to do the intro?
Yeah, okay. I wrote this intro. I don't remember what I wrote.
Go.
But today's guest is incredible, unique, kooky stand-up comedian who is so funny, truly, and what I would describe as incredibly distinct. She wrote for and appeared in That Damn Michael Che and has toured all over the country, which confirmed in our conversation pre-mic that she's traveling all the time.
Oh, yeah.
Welcome to your ears, Brittany Carney.
Hello.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for having me. What
Yes.
an honor. Also, yeah, I feel like when you meet Asians and they're from Australia, they're hot.
Yes.
So hot.
And I'm so like, whoa, right. I haven't.
Anyone can have it. Like, I'm like, when they have the accent too, I'm just like, wow.
Yeah.
Also so cool.
Something is really cool about it.
So cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway.
I tried to work it into a bit where if you're going to be a hyphenated Asian American's the worst one. Because I don't know why. We're the if you look at anytime they cast people in movies and stuff like that, it's always an Asian something else.
Yeah.
Asian British.
Oh,
Yeah.
My God,
That's true.
they love casting them in Asian British.
I know. They
They
love
do.
Asian
They
British.
love it.
They're also quite hot.
Yeah.
Pretty hot too.
Asian Australian's hot though.
Asian
I just
Australian's hot.
rewatched. Wait, what was the movie? I just was talking to you about it. Joyride. I was just rewatching
Oh,
Joyride.
oh.
And Colin Pang, is that his name? The
Yes.
hot Australian. Chris Pang.
He's hot.
Chris Pang from
Oh.
Crazy Rich Asians.
I haven't
the
seen
Australian
it.
one.
Oh.
The
Well, who does he
Australian
play
guy. He's
in-
like the guy getting
He's the
married.
one getting married. He's like one of the bros.
Yeah, he's one of the bros.
Oh, right. Oh, yeah.
He's so hot. I was like, oh my God, I forgot.
We had him on the show once.
Did you actually?
Where's my Chris Pang? He's so nice.
With,
What?
In your era or
Not
previous?
my era.
In the previous era.
previous
We
era.
had it was a pandemic thing. He had a really awesome thing to say about why Asian Americans don't get cast.
Yeah.
And it's because
Oh.
Asian Americans, like for casting people, they don't know how to categorize us. They either like it's either like, well, you know, you're kind of like are essentially I could just cast a white person,
Yeah.
or something else. Whereas an Asian person from another place,
Yeah.
they're kind of like you're kind of like an Australian, but then you're also ethnic. So it's like
Like
he
it
had this
adds
really
like another
interesting thing.
layer.
Yeah,
Interesting.
blew
Yeah.
our mind. Anyways,
Oh my God,
And
we
also
need
he's
it. We
hot.
need him back so I can
Yeah.
look at him.
I'll leave if you guys.
Because like, but the
him
whole
down.
interview, I'd just be like saying nothing, just like staring.
oh my god, and it would be
yum.
it would still it would probably be one of the best episodes we've ever made.
Yeah,
We don't even talk.
they're like, wow, they're really not saying anything.
Wow, it's just the sound of him unbuttoning his shirt.
Just a lot of good tension.
What is that? Okay, all right. Well, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Yes.
You were just traveling, you right?
Yeah, I was.
You were in you're on tour. I guess you're doing your thing.
It's like not even one cohesive tour right now.
Yeah.
I'm just doing a bunch of random different things, and it's been feeling like that all summer.
Yeah.
But like, where was I? So it's a few weeks ago. Basically, each weekend I'm somewhere random, and I think it makes me wish that I could. Okay, so I was in New Orleans. And then the next weekend, I was in Wisconsin. So I went
whoa.
or Milwaukee specifically.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
then it's like,
and you came back in between.
yeah, I did.
Okay.
Oh, I see.
So then, where did I go? And so then this past week, I was just in DC, where I was earlier in the month. And then we drove to North Carolina. And then yesterday, I flew back from North Carolina. And I've had this true feeling like, where am I? Like, I think I
Yeah.
just, also the different modes of transportation.
Yes.
And when I had gone to New Orleans, I had such a long, annoying day of travel because I had gotten up early and I had my flight was out of Newark. So
oh god.
I actually was trying to be like responsibly frugal about the thing. So then I
Oh yeah.
I took the subway to this bus, like a Newark bus
Yeah, the
out
Newark,
of
yeah.
40
Yes.
out of what's it called?
The
Port
bus.
Authority?
Bus, yeah,
Port
Port Authority.
Authority, yeah.
And then, then I had two. For some reason, my flight to New Orleans was like I had a layover in Atlanta.
Yeah.
So it was just a long, and then I just feel like what's next, a ferry?
Yes.
Like I just felt like I was taking obviously because I had to take Ubers that day as well once I was in Louisiana. So then I felt like I had like every like little kids or some of them are really obsessed with transportation.
Oh yeah. Here you
I
go.
felt like
Yeah, my son's obsessed with it. Yeah, he'd love doing. He'd love being on the road.
Yeah, he'd love to tour.
Yeah,
we
he's
should
like, you
go
want a
schedule.
3-year-old? He's like, first we were on a garbage truck, and then we were on a bulldozer, and then
exactly.
an airplane. I love being on the road. That's my son.
Yeah, that's so funny.
That's awesome.
I would do that with him. We could take any kind of thing. We could go on all the different, the city truck services.
Yeah.
What else? Ambulance?
Yeah, why not?
I mean, not because,
not because of
just
that.
for fun.
Just for fun, funsies.
Yeah, so...
So is it, is there a place you've really liked while you're out there?
Good question.
Some place that's kind of like unexpectedly...
Because I feel like I've been actually a bunch of places this summer, and I just had a fun experience somewhere, but I can't...
It's all mush in your head.
Yeah, it's kind of turning to mush. But, okay, well, I have a few things to say.
Okay. That's great.
Wait,
we need that
also,
for the podcast.
I want to say that the one thing I'll break up now is like more immediately relevant. But in terms of a favorite place,
Okay.
I'll give the back of my brain a moment to like process that while I talk about this thing, which is that this is really important. I had developed a crush on the Milwaukee Public Library for like a year.
Oh, yeah?
Because the Instagram
Yes.
is really fun.
Yeah, their
yes.
online presence.
It's like really interesting and creative. And really cheeky, and I'm like, this place, I gotta go there. And so
awesome.
I'm excited because I had opened for a friend in Milwaukee last weekend, and I managed to get there. Like, anyway, I got on Sundays in Milwaukee. The public library main branch is only open from 1 to 5 p.m. and our
Yes.
show was at 6.
Okay.
And I got to go to the library, and I
Whoa.
was really excited.
Oh,
I
and
actually
how was
felt-
it?
I had this feeling like I've got to Disneyland or something.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
Like a.
Oh
So-
my God, there's
there-
Barbara.
Yeah, right. It was really fun. I had a good, and because also it was like Sunday, so I guess only the first floor is open. So I had this really fun time, just kind of like without feeling overwhelmed or like I had to explore the whole
Yeah.
library or even read anything.
Yeah.
I could just kind of like hop around the first floor.
Right.
Was it a nice place?
Yeah, it's a really like fancy old building.
Yeah. Oh.
I love that.
I love old. I love
Yeah, it's like
libraries.
beautifully
Yeah.
maintained.
Yeah.
Yeah, so really nice. Yeah.
Oh, good.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
glad.
awesome. Well,
Yeah.
you heard it here. Hit the library.
Yeah, exactly.
In Milwaukee.
Your Colin Pang is
Yeah.
the Milwaukee
Yeah.
Public
It is.
Library.
yeah.
Yeah. And sometimes you like meet a crush and then it's kind of like you feel
Yeah.
fulfilled.
Yeah.
Or sometimes you meet a crush and then
It's disappointing.
Disappointing.
yeah.
This
I don't
was
feel
not it.
disappointed. I
Okay,
just
good.
feel like okay,
Yeah.
cool, that was hot.
Yeah, yeah.
I feel
Glad we got to meet.
that
I'm glad we got to
this is a good segue into if you want to talk about how unconventional Brittany is. She
Oh.
has a crush with an institution.
Oh, yeah,
Not
yeah,
really
yeah,
a
yeah.
person or even the building. It's just the idea of the Milwaukee Library. You had a relationship
Yeah.
with that institution.
What really hooked me is that I believe one of the first videos I saw was last year, maybe even earlier, but it was like a video that was promoting the library as how like parts of the reason the libraries are helpful for a community. Not mean to come on here and
Yeah.
talk about libraries.
funding for libraries. Is because they can like serve other purposes, like they
Sure.
can be like a community space or whatever. So this particular video was like, also the library has air conditioning, which is helpful in a city in the heat.
Yes,
so
yes,
summer.
yes.
And so this like woman is like she's sweating outside of the library, and then she goes. Actually, she's a hot Asian woman, which seems
Love that.
only maybe a little bit relevant because we were just talking about that. But she, so this woman like goes into. She's like, oh, it's so sweaty, and then she goes into the immediate lobby of the library. And it's like really like everything turns slow motion because she's blasted with air conditioning.
Yeah.
And then, like, somebody in a big Jack Frost snowman costume is, like, bouncing around. And I was just like, what the frozen? I want to go there. So anyway, it was fun because I, like, got to, like, I was, like, thinking about all these little
Yeah.
creative videos that I've seen. Anyway.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's
but I
beautiful.
don't know if
I mean, that's cool.
But I also didn't see that much in Milwaukee. I just saw the library in this venue.
Yeah.
That's probably
that's huge.
That's probably pretty up there as far as Milwaukee. No shade to
Sure.
Milwaukee, but I think that's
Yeah,
probably
yeah.
the one. You know, maybe
Where
you
you
can go to
go.
the Target there.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, I don't know much about
Exactly.
Milwaukee or
I think you hit it.
Wisconsin.
Good job.
Yeah,
Right.
good job.
Thank you.
Yeah, I think you saw the
Yeah, I
biggest,
explored the-
hippest thing you could have done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we want to talk to you more. I guess we should
Oh.
also talk about.
Are we?
Yeah, are we?
You're a week? How's your week?
Our week. You want to go first? You got some?
Me? Yeah, okay, I can go first.
Oh wait, hold on, Jenny. What kind of Asian were you this week?
There you go.
Oh, okay.
I was a jock Asian.
Oh, hey.
Whoa.
And that means that I went to 2 sports games back to back. I went to a Liberty game and then I went to a Mets game.
Wow.
Whoa, you
that
did
is
do
a
a
lot.
lot.
Yeah, like 2 nights in a row.
Are you into that?
I do. I'm like one of those sports fans who's like not following regularly, but I love to go to a live
game.
sports event. Like,
yeah, live
it's
sports
so
is where it's
fun. But I realize that most of the time is spent thinking about what food I'm going to eat.
Yeah, that sounds
Do you know what I mean?
fun.
And
Yeah.
I hate lines. I
Yeah.
hate
Yeah.
lines. And so most of it's me being stressed about being in a line to get into this freaking thing.
Yeah.
And then when you start thinking about food, I get stressed about where I'm going to get the food because I'm thinking about the lines. But I also do the thing where I'm like, I don't know what to eat. Like, I don't know what's good. So then you just kind of see people carrying stuff
Yeah,
and you're
then-
like, that looks good.
Yeah.
You're like, that looks good. And then you like see the line. You're like, this is too long. Like the David, what's his name? David Chang.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
He has like a fried chicken sandwich thing that's in both of the Liberty and the Mets like stadium.
Interesting. Like
And
a different
it's-
kind of sandwich.
I think it's the same
Oh, I see, I
branch,
see.
but it's like his like fried chicken sandwich is
I
in this
see.
like one thing. But the line is always crazy long, and I'm like doing the math of like, is it worth standing in line, missing a ton of sports
for David Chang.
for David Chang's fried chicken sandwich?
sure.
What is it, like
and
a
I think it's like a spicy fried chicken sandwich.
cool?
With like kimchi on it.
Probably, I'm
Yeah,
assuming.
that
yeah,
tracks.
That's a very
something like that. Like just put kimchi on it.
$15.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
No,
$45.
15 is I was like 15 would be a good price.
Oh, because it's really expensive.
it's probably 20
Oh,
something.
right,
yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I was a jock, but I'm not gonna lie, most of it was standing in line for food and also like also debating. Like I watched so much sport on TV in the hallways of the
Like
of
on the- on
venue.
one of the monitors?
On one of the monitors.
Yeah.
Like because I was in line for food, so instead of watching it live, I was like, oh, so that's what I'm missing.
like through the lens.
Yeah, like through the TV screen on the wall.
Wait, did you get that sandwich or what did you
No,
order?
the line was so long.
I see. It was too
so
long.
then I got
What
really
did you-
mad, and I was like, "Let's just get hot dogs. This is the shortest line."
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Classic.
Okay, but that doesn't mean they're going to move fast.
Oh.
They were so slow. It
Yes.
was crazy,
So slow.
and then it was the worst because they didn't have French fries like a side.
Oh, that's
So we
sad.
got pretzel,
What?
like a pretzel.
No.
That's
and
sad.
the pretzel was. Not gonna lie, the worst pretzel I've
no.
had in my life.
At the
Like
Mets
dry?
place or the
No,
Liberty
the
place?
Mets food is good.
Yeah, I've
it's
heard.
at Barclays.
Oh, Barclays?
Oh.
The only time I've been to Barclays was to see Mariah Carey's Christmas concert with my family last
Yeah, I love that.
Which was really chaotic.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's right. The food is like,
It's bad.
it's bad. It's not
Yeah.
very great options.
Thank you to Jasper, friend of the pod, who's the one who has season tickets. Who that's the reason why I was
Oh,
there.
to
I
go to
went to the
Liberty.
game with Jasper, but I will say that pretzel was nasty. It had like no flavor. It's almost
gosh.
like a feat to have something that has like no flavor.
Do you know what I mean?
Pretzels are
Like that
pretty
in
hard to mess
itself
up.
is like really impressive.
Yeah.
But it literally had no flavor, and it was like this texture where I'm like, I don't even know how you make it this chewy and hard.
Weird.
It was actually impressive. I don't know. I was like, I've never had a pretzel that bad.
Also, it's like it's not what you really want as a side to a hot
Yeah.
dog.
No,
it
it doesn't make any
at all.
sense. I'm like, you already have bread on the hot dog, and they're like, how about a side of more bread
Yeah, that's like,
that has no flavor and is really chewy?
oh, weird.
So you wanted the fries?
I wanted like something, like
Yeah.
a hot dog just like isn't
No, it's
enough
not
to
enough.
like
No,
fill
no.
you up.
No, as an American, no. I don't
Yeah.
think so.
But anyways, that was. I know I said I was a jock, but really what I was doing was eating food,
Waiting in line.
waiting in line.
It does seem like a jock thing to be like, this isn't fast enough. I need food in mouth now.
Yeah, yeah.
And then go to the next thing that's faster.
Yeah,
nom, nom,
exactly.
nom, nom, nom.
Exactly.
That's very jock.
Here's the other part: the capitalism of it all.
Oh.
They're pushing Fenty like crazy.
Oh.
So they
Like
were handing
Rihanna's
out
company?
Yeah, so they
Oh,
were
wow.
handing out free lip oils and like stuff to everybody in the stadium. And now they do this thing that I think they stole from the Valkyries, which is the San Francisco WNBA team,
Oh, I see.
where they parachute down
Yes, I've seen this.
products
Yes.
from the sky,
rafters,
and it's
yeah.
just like free Fenty. and then it just like drops into the audience on these. Each individual like lip thing is like a parachute.
Right.
This is Liberty, so
Yeah.
it's like
The WNBA.
femme-coded.
Yeah.
Not
I
everybody
think
else.
so.
Femme-coded, yes.
I think it is like more probably geared towards women, but yeah.
Interesting.
And then you see like the people in the jumbotron, like they'll have like the dancers like holding their Fenty products. Like they would put it in.
What?
They did like a Rihanna song for like the dance because it was like pushing Fenty.
Jeez.
I was like, wow, this is like capitalism, but for women. It's like sports, but for women. Yeah.
Wow. Wow.
And I was like talking to Jasper. I was like, the human nature is wild because the second you see something that could be free, and all humans, it doesn't matter. Men were screaming. Like a middle-aged man got one. He was like, yeah. And I was
Let
like,
alone like in like a unique way, like coming down
exactly
at you.
in a parachute. Like it has its own
That's
little
fascinating.
parachute. And this guy was like, yeah, like celebrating. And I was like, what are you going to do with that Fenty
Right.
lipstick? Like this middle-aged
You might
man.
start using it. You know?
Yeah, I was like, is it going to
New
resell
markets.
it? Yeah.
Capitalism.
yeah,
That's true,
consumerism
that's true.
is powerful that way.
It is really
Wow.
powerful. It unites us in a certain way.
That's beautiful. That's
So
beautiful.
that was what kind of Asian I was. It was
That's a good
it was
one.
a fun week. Yeah. Mike, what kind of Asian were you this week?
I was a restaurant catfished Asian.
Okay.
What?
What happened is my family was visiting, and I really wanted to take them to a really good Chinese restaurant in Chinatown. And so
nice.
I was like, okay, I know the spot. There's this one place we really like it. We like Cantonese Chinese food.
Yeah.
So there's one place that has it that we know of. We go into the city, and it's like, my mom's like 75. And then we had my daughter, who's 1, and then my sister.
Huge age gap.
And yeah, exactly. An 80-year age gap.
Yeah.
And then we had my nephew, who's 3 also. And so we all go there, get on the fucking subway, do all this stuff, get there, get all the way deep into Chinatown. I mean,
Yeah.
like way the fuck in there,
cool.
where it's so deep, like the Chinese people have become Catholic. Like it's so deep in there. And then we get to the restaurant. Closed. And so then I'm like, fuck, what do we do? So there's a place across the street which has a very similar name.
That's
And I've heard of it. I've heard of it before too.
Okay.
I have heard of it. And it's like on the outside it has like, 2019 Zagat list or whatever, or James Beard list like noted or some
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah.
Not the actual award,
Right.
but like a note or something.
Yes.
And so I was like, okay, I think this will be okay. It's in the basement. So I go down there and like, I was like kind of weirded out that it was in the basement. It was like completely windowless, but I was like, maybe that's what makes it real. And I saw a bunch of old Chinese dudes eating there. And
Yeah.
I was like, okay, this is a good sign.
Yeah.
Old Chinese dudes
Yeah.
eating here. Sick. And I go in there and I'm like hanging out and my, the waiter comes, he's very rude. I'm like, that's great. Okay. So then we keep going. But over the course of, between the time that we ordered and the time the food came out, the old Chinese dudes had all left. I realized they were workers. They had been working there. And the whole place filled up with non-Asian people.
Oh, okay.
And I just got more and more upset about it as time came.
Yeah.
The food was okay. I think we like considered everything, all things considered. We like tried to make the best of it. And my family didn't seem to give a shit at all. My mom was
Yeah.
like, we're having fun. But I was like so mad. At one point, another Asian family came in, sat down. The waiter comes over. They talk to each other in Chinese. Then they all start laughing. They go, ha, 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 ha. Then the family stands up and leaves.
What?
And I was like, oh, they also got almost catfished. Then the Chinese
Right.
restaurant waiter was like, oh, no, this is the place for not you. This is for the white people. You
Oh,
got to go
my
around the
gosh.
corner,
That is
talk to my
so
cousin
how funny.
Johnny Zhang. Oh, okay, sure. I was so mad when they left. I was like, this totally sucks.
Right, not a good sign.
Yes, and I don't know. It was ultimately fine, but all things like I wanted the food to be like absolutely scrumptious,
Yeah.
considering that like we were in a windowless basement.
Yeah.
I wanted to like really show my mom and my sister like
Yeah.
a, fun good time.
Yeah.
And I was just so mad about it. But I mean, again, they didn't seem to care. But I was like, am I losing my credibility? Do I not know what Asian shit is? I have a fucking podcast.
Yeah.
About
This is
it.
what we talk about.
And this is what we talk about. And like,
Yeah, your mom and your sister have like gone home and they're talking shit about you.
Yeah, they're like,
Yeah.
he thinks he knows
He
his
knows
way
shit.
around
yeah, he's
the
changed.
landscape.
Yeah.
He's lived in Brooklyn for too long.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it was just a really big bummer because I was just like very.
What did you order, or was there something that you enjoyed from the
So like
orders?
usually when you go to a place like that, we like to order like they call it different places where depending where you go, but it's like the crispy noodle chow mein.
Yeah.
Oh, I see, yeah.
love
That's like a very
that.
Cantonese
Yeah.
thing, and
Oh,
like a good it's not like fancy,
Yeah.
you know, but like it's a staple. Like
Yeah.
everyone who, if you go to a good Chinese restaurant, they should do that. The other thing, it sounds weird, but like if you order the young chow fried rice, which is the combination fried rice, it's also a very it's not like fancy. It's not like, you know, hidden menu or some shit. It's just like a staple. But if it's a good restaurant, they'll kill it. They're like, this is, you know, that's how you know. They're like, okay, we give a shit because even the basic thing is good. And in my opinion. So like I tried to do that. And this other place that we've been to, they do it right. And it's like, it tastes just like in California.
Yeah.
And so this place was like almost there. The duck was like, it wasn't fried enough. It was kind of like they had steamed it, which I had never seen before. It was just like,
Oh, interesting.
yeah, I mean, the food wasn't bad.
Yeah.
But it was just like,
It was like fine.
it was more that I was upset that I couldn't read the signs.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
Interesting, right, I
I was
understand.
upset about that. Like
Yeah.
the cultural, like, understanding. I guess I don't hang out in Chinatown enough.
Yeah.
But,
We got
you know,
sucked into what you describe as a tourist trap.
I would call it a tourist trap.
Yeah.
And
I hate that feeling.
you know, and
Yes.
I pride myself on not knowing when it is. It's okay to go to a tourist trap if you know.
Yeah.
Sometimes we all end up at a BJ's Pizza.
Yeah.
It's fine. But like if I would like unwillingly got sucked
Yeah.
into it, you know, I was like, fuck, I'm losing my touch, man. Yeah.
Yeah, like I'm also intrigued by the idea of like when a certain like restaurant, like a cultural restaurant network has like Cantonese restaurants, right? There's like something that's the litmus test.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yes.
Yeah.
Like
How do
this
you know if this
shows
is
us
the
whether
thing?
it's
Yes.
good, the rest is good or not.
Yeah.
That's an interesting idea.
Yeah. What kind of Asian were you this week, Brittany?
You know what kind of Asian I was actually? Because I was traveling around so many random places the past 2 weeks, I didn't do a lot of grocery shopping. So then I kept. Okay. I was an egg on rice Asian.
Oh yes, yes,
But
yes.
I was like, I'm serious because I just didn't really have many groceries this week because I kind of went back and forth. So I like was also mixing it up like what world.
Yeah.
Egg because
Yeah.
a few days ago, right before I went to this DC North Carolina chunk I like fried an egg that was like in a combination of like sesame oil, and I also chopped up this I had one garlic scape, and then I also added ginger and some sugar, soy sauce, rice wine, and
Okay,
then
this sounds legit.
and then after I put like chili crunch, like it might have been David Chang's brand of it.
Yes.
And no, I had the Fly by Jing
Oh yeah, that's great.
thing.
Fly
I
Beijing
have
is
that
so
one
good.
right now.
Yeah.
And some cilantro. So I'm like, whatever this is like something. This is
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
some. And then more recently, I had just like maybe a more classically Japanese set of flavors where it was just like rice wine and soy sauce and some sugar and black sesame seeds.
Yeah.
So
Ooh.
I'm just like, that's how I feel. I'm egg on rice Asian. It's so good.
It's
That's
so
the classic.
good.
That's so good.
That's me all the time, even with groceries. I'm
Right,
like
right, right.
lazy,
It's
so I'm
easy.
like, I'll just do eggs and rice.
It's also really, it does feel really nourishing, and it makes me feel like it makes me feel like I'm like either I'm like a construction or like a farmer or something. I don't
Yes.
know. Maybe that's extremely classist.
No.
I just mean like it's a practical food
Yeah,
when
yeah.
you're busy and you have
Yeah, it gives you like energy
like,
quickly.
energy and like fuel. Yeah.
Yeah.
It does feel like in the anime, like they eat it and then they go, you know, like
Yeah,
yosh,
yeah.
you know,
Yeah,
and,
yeah.
oh,
Yeah,
and they
yeah.
got the towel around there now.
Yeah, totally.
And
Yeah,
like,
exactly. And they like slurp. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm in my 40s, and you know when you're in your 40s, your body is changing. No more late night karaoke. Yes, more late night backaches. I've got the sciatica thing that is just, it's just wrecking me. For years during the pandemic, I was sleeping on cheap mattresses, and they were just ruining my life. I'd have trouble sleeping, or I'd wake up in the middle of the night because my back would be killing me, and then all day I'd be tired and grumpy because I didn't sleep. Plus, I'd be in pain. But things started changing when I got my Helix Sleep Mattress. It gives me the support I need while still being comfortable enough for my wife and me and occasionally my kids who sneak into our bed. My back pain has improved and I'm sleeping deeper and for more time thanks to my Helix Sleep Mattress. I'm healthier and happier because I'm getting the rest I need. Right now, go to helixsleep.com/Asian for the Labor Day sale extended for 25% off site-wide. That's helixsleep.com/Asian for the Labor Day sale extended for 25% off. Make sure you enter our show name after checkout so they know we sent you. helixsleep.com/Asian. You've probably seen a million ads for hair growth products and thought, sure, like that actually works. I did too, until I found out that Nutrafol isn't like the rest of them. Nutrafol is physician formulated, clinically tested, and dermatologists recommend it. And yes, I use it too. It's part of my daily routine. Every morning I drink my expensive Brooklyn cold brew coffee, I scroll through my menswear Instagram, and I take my Nutrafol. It's quick and easy. Nutrafol is the #1 dermatologist recommended hair growth supplement brand, trusted by over 1.5 million people. You can feel great about what you're putting into your body since Nutrafol hair growth supplements are backed by peer-reviewed studies and NSF content certified, the gold standard in third-party certification for supplements. See thicker, stronger, faster-growing hair with less shedding in just 3 to 6 months with Nutrafol. For a limited time, Nutrafol is offering our listeners $10 off your first month subscription and free shipping when you go to Nutrafol.com and enter the promo code ASIAN. Find out why Nutrafol is the best-selling hair growth supplement brand at Nutrafol.com, spelled Nutrafol.com, promo code ASIAN. That's Nutrafol.com, promo code ASIAN. Oh, I love that function.
I love that. That's like so relatable because I also have not been grocery shopping and I'm not traveling. I just haven't gone.
Yeah.
But it is like, eggs and rice are like
so yummy.
Classic go-to.
I love that. I think that that Japanese people do a very good job of like the working class, kind of like accessible meal, but it's still delicious.
Yes.
Even in Japan now, it's like you want to go to 7-Eleven, whatever the fuck it is, or ramen.
Yeah.
Like by definition, it needs to be really good and pretty inexpensive.
Oh yeah, so
not like
cheap. In
dirt
Japan.
cheap, but like pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I love that.
And you slurp it up and you go.
And it's just like it's like simple, but there's like a nice focus on good ingredients or something.
Yeah.
Just like nice flavor balance.
Flavor.
Yeah. My mom, I don't like this actually. I've never quite liked to have raw egg on rice.
Raw egg.
But my mom grew up eating, you like into a raw egg, you mix. This is what she said she had, like soy sauce and sugar, and then really whip it, and then you pour it on hot rice.
Like without it being cooked.
Kakegohan. Yeah. She like really likes that to this day, even though she doesn't really have it here, obviously, because the eggs are.
I was going to say,
she doesn't. She
not
doesn't.
American eggs.
No. Really, no. So it's like back there. But so even when I've had raw egg in Japan, my thing is I like egg and I like a gel. My favorite consistency is if it's like not quite runny but not at all cooked through, like gelatin.
Yes.
But I like runnier, but I don't like when it's like I don't like raw.
I see.
But that's just my personal taste.
Yeah.
Your mom Japanese?
Yeah. Yeah, she's half, but like grew up there. So I guess her more nostalgic like home foods were from her grandma, my great grandma made. So that's something that she but I don't know. Do you guys like raw egg? Like the taste of
I do like
raw
egg, yeah.
Oh, cool.
And I like it in stuff too. Like I like it in natto. I like it in
I can see that.
like sukiyaki, like dipping it and all that stuff. I just wish American eggs were good.
I know, it's scary here.
It's really scary here.
I wonder probably if people are really special. I don't know where I'm like. I was about to say something else about eggs, but I was also,
this is like I could talk about eggs for forever, like for real.
Probably if you go to like a farm where
like a really fresh.
or like a really fresh farm.
I bet you could find something upstate where like the eggs are incredible and fresh.
Wait, that sounds fun. Yeah, we should have an egg.
We should have egg trip.
The other thing, sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Oh, the other thing that I have like a distant crush on related is that I keep seeing on my Instagram. There's some restaurant, maybe it's in Tokyo, but there's like, the egg yolks. You go to, it's a restaurant that specializes in raw egg on rice. Mm-hmm. It's like tamago kake restaurant. Mm-hmm. There's like, the egg yolks are crazy. There's different colors.
Yeah.
There's like white and like different shades of yellow and orange.
Yeah, like very deep orange ones.
Yes. And And there's like a range. Like I've seen this thing where there's like the egg yolk is white, and it's because they feed the chickens like rice or something, like rice flour. Like
I've never seen that.
So and on top of this, I could probably find it and share the link with you afterward. On top of this, some of the yolks you can like pick one. You like pick an egg. And then you make your own, dish out of it. Like you like put it on rice. But then the point is that some of the eggs you can pick a yuzu egg because the chickens, I guess they feed them like a lot of yuzu.
That's
like,
crazy.
I don't know what that means. Like just raw yuzu, like.
I am curious though.
The pulp. I don't know.
That sounds delicious.
Anyway.
Yeah, I would absolutely do that. But also when you think about it, that's crazy. Imagine if you were fed like one thing constantly and then it's like, the thing you're going to give birth to is going to taste like that.
Reflects that.
Yeah, reflects
so scary.
that. That's so weird.
Japanese farm practices are insane.
They are.
Yeah.
The Kobe beef thing.
They just care about food so much. Like, do you know what I mean? It's like such a food culture.
Well, it's like it's like so foodie, and like they respect the animal so much that it's gone right back to being nightmarish. Where it's like, okay, we're only gonna feed the cow its own children, but then the beef has beef in it. It's beefy
it's like
beef.
So condensed.
It's so beef.
That's so true because it's like I feel like the farming practices seem to be very sustainability oriented.
Yes, I agree.
But then it comes around to like really GMO like freaky because you know how they'll put like they'll be like these strawberries are really big and taste extra strawberry, but it's like because they did a really specific practice or that thing where they put like a watermelon in a box.
Yes, and it's a square. It's a square watermelon.
Which is really it's a lot of creativity. Right? But it's that is like. It's alien.
Yeah, it's a little alien. Yeah. I am always just like, China has like magnets and microchips or whatever.
Yes.
Japan's got that square ass watermelon.
Yeah, square ass watermelon.
Beautiful
like
strawberry.
Fruit.
Yeah,
a crazy, beautiful giant strawberry.
Like
exactly.
Bulging grapes.
Huge
bulging grapes.
Yeah. Wait, actually I saw some farm upstate where a family, maybe they're Korean American, they specialize in selling Asian pears. And so
yes.
Julia Shiplett,
they go
friend
pick
of
them?
the pod.
Yeah, friend of the
pod. She wants to go. She wants to go on
in New Jersey. It's in New Jersey.
It's in New Jersey. That's what I'm saying. Oh,
well,
cool.
I know there is one in New Jersey where you pick Asian
easier.
pears.
Fun.
But
I would love to be invited on that trip if you guys are doing it. I love Asian pears.
I know they're so crisp.
I would love to know if it works out because like there's as an example, like we had this really big beautiful dragon fruit for my daughter's first birthday, and then we're like, oh, this looks awesome. It was huge. We got it from H Mart and we cut it open and it like just tastes like nothing. You know what I'm saying? And we're like, oh, is it because it's hard to get that fruit in America? Because when we were in Vietnam, like they had it everywhere. Yeah. And it was like really good. Like I loved eating them. And I was like, how come we don't have this in America? And then finally I get to America, each one of them is like $10.
Yeah, so expensive.
And it's like, oh,
not that flavorful.
It wasn't that flavorful. So I'm hoping that this place in upstate will be a good one. I want to know.
There's something to that where, or even like, okay, I feel like I use a lot of like Japanese sweet potatoes in my general life. I'm like, this is yummy. This tastes nostalgic. It's good. It's like that specific kind of caramely taste. And I feel like in Korea they use the same kind of guy, little. Anyway, I was just I was back in Japan in January.
Oh, okay.
And it was really fun because one day, so it was like kind of cold, I guess. And one day we went to it was just outside of a shrine, and there was like a roasted sweet potato like little, not truck even. What's it called? Like almost like a wagon.
Yeah.
And anyway, so it was just like really amazing sweet potatoes roasted on coals in the back of this random thing, and just the taste was like so more richly sweet potato. Yeah. Then I can, then obviously when I go to H Mart or Whole Foods or whatever. Yeah. So there's just something.
It's crazy because I say that sentiment a lot. I'm like, this fish is just like more fish, like fishy flavor.
Exactly.
Like everything. This fruit tastes more this fruit than anything here.
It's so true. I think like American food is great. Like farming, like it's all gray tasting.
Yes.
Yes.
Because they do it in a mass scale where they do it like the least amount of money possible.
Yes, for sure.
To like make the most profits.
Yeah.
Right.
But we're back to Fenty capitalism.
Exactly.
Capitalism. So it doesn't taste good, but they drop it from a parachute.
And you go,
strawberry. It tastes like
exactly.
nothing. Delicious. Yes, that's so interesting. Yeah, I mean, we're excited to have you on.
Oh, I'm so happy to be here.
Let's see, you and I met at doing shows.
I feel like that's the case. Maybe
right?
we met
through Fumi, maybe?
Through Fumi. I was about to say that.
Fumi,
is
though,
it,
yeah.
Is it
Fumi.
possible? Well, when Fumi was part of Hack City,
Yeah.
maybe it's possible that I did a Hack City like early. Like
I agree.
Actually, I remember this because I had moved to New York end of 2018. So at some point, early 2019.
Yeah, that's about right.
I did Hack City, and I remember I was really excited privately because I was like, oh, I get to do the cool Asian show. And it was kind of fun. Yeah, it's because, and so then and just because I had moved from the comedy scene in DC, where there really are few Asian or Asian anyone, like there's like two people that are mixed Asian there in the comedy scene. So I remember just learning how many more Asians there are in New York comedy.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, I want to make friends. And so anyway, I was excited to do that show.
Yeah.
Maybe that's when we initially met.
I think so. Yeah, and I think Fumi's always excited when he finds out someone else is Japanese. And he always tells me, he's like, oh, this person's Japanese, and like
I have a little story about that.
Yeah.
With Fumi, so this was around the same time because I had just moved to New York. At the time, my Instagram handle was Brittany Carney. Unko means like poop, really, right? And so then, but I was just being silly.
Yeah.
Fumi, I had met Fumi on some random show in Williamsburg, and then. So he followed me on Instagram, and then he messaged me and said, do you know what... He's like, oh, is that... He thought it was my middle name. He was like, do you know... He didn't know that I had tied to Japan.
Yeah.
So he was like, do you know what unko means? Or like, oh, like in Japanese. And I was like, yeah. Because it's like, it's in my blood. Not shit. I just mean Japanese.
Yeah.
Whatever. Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah, it was cute.
Yeah. That feels like a very Fumi thing too. Is like,
right.
Yeah, because he's always he finds someone who's Japanese and then likes to flex on people about how much Japanese they know or whatever.
He does like to flex.
He does.
He likes to
a little
flex.
bit. Oh, he does. Yeah.
Yes, and then and then he'll also be like like Jared Goldstein, friend of the pod question mark, friend of the.
Us.
Friend of us, yeah. So Jared, from what I understand, his mom's Japanese, but Hawaiian Japanese, and and so, but grew up in the U.S. and so, like, Fumi's constantly. I feel like Fumi's like, Jared, you gotta like get in touch with the Japanese.
Yes.
Which, I think that's a fun idea.
Yes. You gotta eat this egg.
Yeah. Eat this yuzu egg.
Prove it. Yum yum yum. Yeah. I love that. Yeah. How did you guys? First off,
I feel like it was Hack City.
Oh, it was Hack City at Union Hall. I think it was. Yeah, it was more recently.
Way more recently, because I'm not in the stand-up scene.
I see. Yeah,
but then I feel like we actually really talked at Julia's birthday. Maybe another birthday before. I don't know. I feel like it was a Julia's function.
It might have been Julia's, but we had a conversation at Union Hall recently.
Yeah,
but then
I think I saw you like at like someone's birthday or something. That's when we like talked.
And I remember talking to you more at Julia's birthday.
Yeah.
And I feel like. We hadn't really met, but like people are friends with you. That you know
exactly.
How it goes.
Yeah,
the World Wide Web.
Yes, the World Wide Web
of connections.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I remember seeing you at James's show party thing afterwards too. No, the one there one like
the like
solo
show.
Oh
yeah. Oh yeah,
like the preview or something like that. And I think we like talked then too. Yeah.
That makes sense.
It has been like multiple meetings.
Yeah. I'm so excited to be here formally.
Yes.
But that makes sense. That was maybe over a year ago.
Yeah, it's been a while. Yeah.
Yeah, so we want to talk about like so you grew up in Japan?
Yeah, essentially. So I was born in Tokyo. When I was in 4th, 5th, and 6th grade, we moved to Singapore because of my mom's job.
Okay. Whoa, okay.
So I spent those years in Singapore. We went to an American Singapore American school.
Okay. In Japan, were you in American school?
Yes. Like I went to Japanese preschool, kindergarten. I went to the final year of kindergarten at an American kindergarten in Japan. Then my parents put me into 1st grade at like an international school that wasn't necessarily American curriculum, but English education.
I see.
Yeah.
And then like when we moved back to Japan, this is when I was starting, I was in 7th grade. Yeah, so then I went to this place called Komaki International School, which, speaking of Australian Asians, it was a smaller private international school that was headed by a Japanese family that had spent a lot of time in Australia. So most of the faculty were from Australia and New Zealand.
Whoa.
And there's one Black American guy. Speaking of like earlier we were talking about hyphenated, like, so there's one guy, American Black guy who was in the faculty, and he like came over to our house. There were like no other Black men. Like people in the school community anyway. Yeah. Or like I feel like there were kids that were half Black and half Japanese. But then, so I went to this little like smaller private school, and then we moved to the U.S. when I was in 9th grade.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Oh, okay. So you did full like American high school.
Yeah, and it was really hard.
Yeah.
Because I had come from it was a difficult adjustment for me. We had obviously gone to the U.S. like every summer essentially since I was a baby, and it was just
Is your dad American?
Yeah, he's from Philadelphia.
I see.
And so that's where we moved. Like we moved to the suburbs of Philadelphia, essentially for my mom's job still, but that's where they met there before my mom moved back to Japan and had my sister and I. And I think like for me it was just culture shock, I guess. I just had never been in this big high school, public school environment.
Yeah.
And I was really shy. And then also, and my sister had it a bit easier because she was younger, and it's just easier for like, in the middle of 9th grade was...
That's a tough time.
That's a really
for
tough
anyone.
time, yeah.
And everybody had grown up around each other.
Yeah.
And I had kind of randomly not. You know, they were just like, huh? Why is she from
And it's also
Asia?
like, what?
Really, seriously. And so then, and then also the last school that I had gone to in Japan was like really more intimate. Like think of, like a Montessori school structure.
Yeah.
So it wasn't, so I was, I was in 9th grade, but it was like the class of 9th graders was like 16 people. It was just a really kind of like small learning environment. So then that I think also was really hard.
That's tough.
Yeah.
Being
That's
like
super
with
tough.
500 kids.
Yeah, it was 11 people.
Yeah.
It was okay ultimately, but kind of. But I feel like I don't think I had it's not my fondest memory. That's early high school.
Yeah.
So like going to America, like sort of like culturally, how did you sort of see yourself as like,
Yeah, I felt like, because so much of being a kid, especially in Japan, like I felt like Americanized, or so I thought.
Yeah.
Or almost too American, or like a lot. Obviously, many of my friends from early childhood and into my preteen years, like most of them are half Asians, but everybody's half white. So I just kind of had all these like little things that I don't think I really processed until I was older, like some complexes related to that. Like even when it came to like the way like our hair moved in a swimming pool, But then like, and my mom was always really protective of that, I remember. But like just making sure that never became like, kind of navigate that, I guess. Because all my friends were like half white, half East Asian.
I see.
And obviously at Singapore American school, there was more, there was more diversity because it was like kids of like American expats that were there for different reasons.
Yeah.
But yeah, my best friend she's half Chinese, half white.
Yeah.
No. She's Chinese American, but had spent some time in San Diego. So anyway, but I felt throughout these experiences like, oh, I'm a little bit different because I'm American and my skin is different color. But then I think when I moved to Pennsylvania, I was like, oh, I don't know what I am.
No.
Like, I felt extremely not Black or American.
Right.
Oh, really?
That's so interesting.
So you feel like you weren't Black or American?
Yeah.
Was it more like I'm Japanese, or I'm international, or
I think
whatever?
I just felt like I'm But actually, as I get older, I realize how much elements of Japanese society have really, like, they're really formative for me. They were really formative too. So I think sometimes I'm like, oh, the way that I move about the world is sometimes like I feel it's Japanese, or like or the way that I feel about like decorum and stuff. But then I think probably I also largely feel like, oh, I just have this background that was kind of like different. And I think it was harder then. I think now I have a lot of appreciation for it.
Yeah.
But at the time I just felt like uncool or something.
Yeah.
Trying to find where you belong, I guess.
And then, sorry.
No, go ahead.
Then I went to college in Hawaii, which was like probably the first and last time I've been somewhere where I look like a lot of people.
Yeah.
Because, it's all kinds of browns.
Right. Sure, yeah.
And so then
And a lot of Japanese cultures there too.
And that was really amazing to easily access Japanese food.
Yeah.
It was really fun. And then, so it was a good place to like be a little baby grown up, I guess.
Yeah.
But
cool.
then my junior year, I went to Japan. Like I spent my whole junior year in Japan at this in a more rural area that was like an hour and a half outside of Tokyo.
Okay.
At a really nice university. Like, but by nice, I just mean like not particularly prestigious, just like a nice community.
Yeah.
And, nice campus, nice arrangement. But then that was really interesting because it was like, I had this really crazy reverse culture shock that was like kind of initially traumatic because obviously, so the exchange students at this university, there were so many Chinese students that were studying in Japan.
Yeah.
There were not as many Chinese, but a lot of Korean students, like from Korea. There was me, not at the time any other Americans in the exchange program, but there were like a handful of Germans. So I ended up spending so much time with the Germans because they were my English fix.
Yeah.
Yes.
And the experience also was really amazing for my Japanese in general because my Japanese I feel like was 8th grade, like a kid, like 8th grade level.
Yeah.
Like that's even the last time that I was using slang and whatever in Japanese. So then that experience was really, for many reasons, really invaluable because I had to take some classes in Japanese, so it like helped.
Yeah.
I was using more grown up vocabulary.
Yeah.
But people really treated me like I was an alien, and I would just hear people talk about me on campus, or if I was walking around with a German girl who was really tall, I would just like hear people talking about us because they didn't assume that we could understand.
Yeah.
And also I was older, so those things in general, like just xenophobia in Japan in general, I was really aware of. And then I felt like people were treating me like an alien, but this is where I felt comfortable my whole life.
Yes.
It's like home.
So that was a little difficult.
Yeah,
But
sure.
in retrospect, I'm really glad that I went there my junior year of college.
Wow.
Yeah.
You've had such an interesting series of like
I don't know.
things. You know what I mean?
Did you tell them about the egg and the rice thing?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, I'm one of y'all. You don't even need a passport, dog. Just pull out the egg with the
when I'm
rice.
hungry, I'm eating
Yo,
egg
check
and
this out.
rice.
They should. That's how they
Just
test
like you.
when you go to the airport. You know what I'm saying? And then like what two lines do you get? And it's either the American line
Bread
with
and butter.
or is it bread and butter or is it egg on rice?
Yeah.
And it's just like two, and then like eat this
Wonder Bread.
Yeah.
How do you like your eggs raw? And wow, I hear that. I mean, but you go back to Japan a lot still.
So I was just so speaking of, I was just there in January, and it was a really nice trip, and it was really like sometimes I go back and I have like a bit of a wall up about identity stuff.
Of course.
Sure.
And it has caused me like a lot of stress and other experiences. This particular trip, I had so much fun. I just went with a handful of comedians, most of whom were American and most of whom had not been there before.
Yeah.
And so it was like a different kind of trip where I was playing tour guide. And actually,
nice.
it was like, for some reason, I don't know what has happened. It was just a really affirming trip. Like I felt so, people gave me, I didn't get as much weird like looks or like, the thing where you order in Japanese and they try to respond to you in English. That really didn't happen as much this particular time.
Yeah.
Maybe it was because I was mostly around like tall white men.
Yes,
I don't know what it was or
Yes.
places we went.
Yeah.
But this is the kind of experience that I was anticipating and is a little tough or not really, but it's just kind of annoying. It's like I have an American passport, so in customs, at the Haneda airport, like I'm in line with all these other people. People who look like anything, like other Americans, and then so then my passport, like my U.S. passport, says obviously where I was born.
Yeah.
It's Japan. So then the guy, the customs agent desk thing, kind of was like, first of all, I've gotten before like, why were you born in Japan?
Yeah.
But then this particular time, I had like started the interaction in Japanese, and I just like put the thing down, my passport, and then he said in English, he was like, he like responded to me in English, and then he said in English, why do you speak Japanese? But my passport, so then I said in Japanese, I said, I was born here.
Yeah.
And then he did something really specific, which is that he responded to that sentence like, like he like responded in Japanese, but then switched back to English to say, "Oh, you have a slightly native sound," which was so. I thought it was like I'm like speaking in Japanese, like I'm confident in how I sound.
Yeah,
he's like can't. He had to use the word slightly. He like couldn't make sense of it.
Wow.
Yeah.
So sorry, that was a long story about something that was really subtle.
Yes, for sure.
But sometimes when I'm there, a lot of those things happen, and it like builds up. And
I can only imagine it must happen to you all the time.
My skin.
Oh yeah, I mean like,
and even in places in New York that are Japanese run. So sometimes it's just easier not to like engage in Japanese or even show that I have any tie at all.
Yeah.
Right.
Which is a little bit heartbreaking, actually.
Yes.
I know it is.
Yeah. But generally, this recent trip, I found it so affirming, and I felt like so, like proudly Japanese, in the part of me that is. Yeah.
Oh, good.
Yeah,
it was
nice.
I also think, I mean, obviously there's backlash right now, but I also think it's just like it's getting more international in general. I feel like.
Yes, I agree.
Yeah,
I
Japan
think
is.
that's making a difference, and there is backlash.
Yeah.
That like the face of Japan is changing.
Yes. Yes.
And I see so many more like
it's not shocking to see people of like different races.
No,
At least in like
just around like in the
metropolitan
cities.
areas.
Yeah.
I'm not. Rural is different, but
Right.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
I agree with you, and just maybe because of social media too. There's like more.
Totally.
So maybe that's actually a really nice thing.
Yeah.
And then also interestingly, like there's backlash, obviously, like probably like a Japanese nationalistic backlash, but then also in the airport, I met this random guy from maybe like Utah or something, like a guy who was in Japan to snowboard.
Yeah.
You know, which
That's
is the whole
so
thing.
classic.
So specific.
every conversation I've had with the white guy who wants to go to Japan
Yeah.
wants to snowboard.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh god, I would love to be near the powder there.
So
I love to.
exactly.
Yeah, everyone.
And I guess there's something going on. He was talking because he's gone back a few years now in like more northern Japan where there are all these snowboarding areas. I guess Australians, like white Australians, like there's backlash against white Australians who buy property up there, and they're just really different. Like they're loud, and they're like they think they're making a mess.
Oh,
and this
yeah,
was
yeah.
really fascinating.
Oh my
Oh,
god!
yeah.
Wait, so my very good friend, who I'm actually gonna hang out with after this, went on her honeymoon to Japan. They're
Wow.
white, specifically in the winter to go skiing.
I see. Yeah.
And she said the Australians were so rude.
Oh my god.
Mind you, she's like, I'm white American. But
Right,
she said
right.
that like she was like, I kept being like, I'm not part of that. Like she was like, I felt like a need to like distinguish myself and be like, I'm not a white Australian.
Yeah,
I'm
no,
a
no.
American, and I'm seeing what's happening, and I don't agree with
also
this behavior.
exactly. I don't know these guys.
I can imagine that feeling, and I can imagine that experience. And I also think that's so funny right now when I feel like so many white Americans who are not Trump
I know.
supporting are like travel international, and they're
And
like,
we're
I'm
like, we're
not
not that.
that. But in that instance, yeah, that's so weird. What a weird like culture, like a weird like
Yeah.
byproduct of something.
Yeah,
Yes,
it's like
for sure.
specifically Australian snowboarders, and so
I hear
like
that.
for some reason very like distinctively bad,
Yes.
and like rude is like what I've heard.
So wild. Right. I've heard that too. And
Yeah.
like just because the thing about even like the way actually this particular trip made me think about this more. Like, how do I explain this? Like the sound levels in Japan are quieter or they're more specific.
So quiet.
Yes.
And if that's the main thing about international tourists that I notice in Japan,
Yeah.
is they don't know that and they don't respect it.
Yeah.
And so this is like in the past I've been there where it's like I could just hear Americans talk, like not Americans that live there. I think when you live there, people like acclimate to
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
It was like American visitors from the airport on the train, and they were really talking loudly about whatever, but they were talking loudly. And I heard an older Japanese woman whisper to her friend, "Oh, they're still talking." And then I was like, "Oh my god, what do I go up to them and be like, hey, can you guys not talk so loudly?" I didn't, but I was like, I've been so aware of that. And this particular trip, I think because I was with like a group of like Westerners who were kind of curious about that and curious about how they could like be respectful, made me so aware of that. So I think that like in fact one friend who was a comedian, on the first time we all took a subway together, he really was like not talking, like making hand signals. It was really like you can talk just
quietly.
quietly,
Yeah, yeah.
but I can
Your
see
hand
the
signals should be small.
yeah.
Very small. Hand
Yeah.
just
Low,
use two
yeah.
fingers.
Yeah.
Don't be.
Low, or you're screaming with
You
your hands
are
right now.
yelling. This is very rude hand signals.
Anyway, I feel like Australian, like that's the thing. Like if they disrupt like the sound piece, like
Yeah,
that
that's a
is
big
big
one.
in Japan. I feel
Yeah,
like.
it is. It
big.
really is.
Yes, yes.
They're so-
Whoa.
I love how quiet Japan is. I was thinking about
It's
that
really
yesterday on
good.
the subway because, I mean, someone started playing violin, which is
yeah.
it's like very nice, I
Yeah,
guess.
yeah,
like
yeah.
whatever.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
it's on a train that's moving, so he couldn't like get a stable stance.
Yeah.
So it was like kind of like chaotic
All
of
over the
like
place.
the sound was, and then also I was kind of like, is he gonna fall? And I was thinking, I was like,
Right.
this is literally anti-Japan.
Yeah.
It's everything about
Everything
that.
about
Yeah,
every
yeah.
like not stable, hitting the wrong notes, like kind of loud, like
no one asked for
no
this.
one asked
Yeah.
for this.
But he's also trying to like hustle. Which
Yeah,
all of
exactly.
it- yeah,
It's
but
so
I
not
do
Japan.
There are many things I really love about the New York subway experience that I really am like makes me feel alive, and I'm proud of it.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Yeah,
It's a very
It's good in
different.
Japan.
it's very
thing,
different.
For
Just
sure.
different.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, what you said too about, I guess like all these different experiences you have, and if people haven't seen Brittany, please go check her out because
Yes.
no, it's truly amazing. It's truly amazing. Like there's a lot of we know a lot of comics, but like seeing you perform, you have this like this cadence, I think.
Yes.
Which is like it's very fun. It's like
Wow.
you're kind of having a breakdown, but then right before a breakdown, like right before the crash, you actually reveal that it was like a planned thing all along, and it's like a beautiful
Wow, what an
piece
honor.
that you've
Yes.
done. And you're like, oh shit, oh. Okay, I thought something was going on, but then
Yeah.
actually no, it's amazing. And then you do it again, you break it down, you build it up again, and they have this like sensibility like that. And I wonder how much of that is like whatever, like
Yeah,
the way you were brought up, like the different languages you
don't
speak and stuff
know.
like that, or what have you.
Well, actually, it's funny because this just happened to me in North Carolina where I got distracted by something, but then I have like specific tools for like
Yes.
like even like
Yes.
find my way back into a joke.
Yeah.
This happened 2 days ago in North Carolina, and somebody in the audience afterwards, he was like, "Oh yeah, I thought I was like kind of concerned, and then I realized that it was on purpose," and I was like, "Thank you." Yeah, I don't know. I guess. And then that happened to me somewhere else kind of recently. Anyway, I get
Yeah.
like
Your bits are like that, where it feels like it really feels like you came up with it like just right then.
Yeah, it
And then,
does.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and then
Wow.
and even for bits I've heard before.
Oh,
'Cause,
yeah,
like
yeah,
there's
yeah,
like
yeah.
different ways you do it. Like you're kind of improving to the point where you need to get to.
I have a lot of fun playing around with that, I guess.
Yeah,
like
for
pacing
sure.
or something.
Yes.
And I don't know. At one point, my mom was like, "Oh, haha, maybe we shouldn't have left when you were that age." And I guess like I feel like that's what's wrong with me or something.
That's such a classic like Asian
haha.
parent
It
thing to
is.
say.
Haha.
It's
It
like
really is.
weirdly cutting,
Yes.
but it's light to them, but
Yes.
you will never forget
It's
it.
such a classic Asian mom
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
And she said it with a specific lightly laughing tone.
Yeah, and you're like, I'm never gonna forget that you said that.
LOL, that one time
Yeah.
where we moved you from your formative years and completely
like-
changed shit up on your ass.
And like a totally different environment, and it's
Yeah.
like really vulnerable, and you're
My
already like a
bad.
shy kid. Yeah.
That's so funny.
So I don't know.
Yeah, that's cool.
But I do think like I have a big love for language and English language, just because like my dad still teaches English as a second. So to this day, he's
Cool.
an ESL professor in Philadelphia.
Oh, okay.
He did that. Basically, my mom's work is the one that moved us around a bunch, but my dad, everywhere we were, he taught English as a second language.
I see.
So even like when I was a kid, he taught like my mom's always been the like the breadwinner, but my dad has always taught in these like academic environments. So he taught English at Temple University in Philadelphia has a sister campus in Tokyo.
Okay.
And Sophia University is a university in Tokyo that has it's there's like English curriculum programming or it's all but my memory is like being a kid and like drawing or whatever in the back of a classroom as my dad was teaching, because he would pick me up after school
Oh, fun.
and take me to
Yeah.
his English classes. So he still does this. I think because of him, I really love English.
Yeah.
And like I'm into languages in general.
Yeah.
So I think I have a lot of fun trying to play with that on stage.
Yeah, I feel like you use very distinctive words.
Oh.
like
Yes,
your
you
word
do have
choice
very
is
distinctive
very
words.
interesting and specific.
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm just into it.
Yeah, I love that.
I
Yeah, there
like
was-
playing around with that.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, it's
I also
definitely-
wonder like how much because we talked about this a little bit.
Oh,
I was
right.
like Japanese
Yes.
sense of humor is
yes.
very
Hit me.
because I think it impacts me too.
Cool.
But obviously I never lived there. It's only
Okay.
from like watching. I mean like I've
Yeah.
obviously spent time there, but I've never like lived there.
Yeah.
But I grew up watching their comedy. And Japanese comedy is like very observant. It's like kind of like calling out the crazy thing that's going on right now.
Yeah.
And I think that's what I tend to do when I write is like, something banal, like something kind of like boring, but like pointing out the absurdity and the boring stuff. And I feel
Yes.
like that's different than American humor. It's like like leans towards Japanese humor. I'm like, do you have feel like something specific about Japanese like humor sensibility impacts you?
Oh, that's so interesting. And I know exactly what you mean.
Yeah.
There's so many, even like Japanese comedic sensibilities can be about pointing at something mundane.
Yeah.
Or I think it's also like they're so detail oriented as
Yes.
a culture. So I'm trying to think of an example. Even if I see like old sketches pop up on YouTube or whatever.
Yeah.
Like old, they call it like konto. Like,
Yeah,
like
I love konto.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like they, it's like it's like maybe a boring or banal thing
Yeah.
that they're highlighting.
Yes.
But it's really specifically Japanese. I don't really know how to.
I know it's hard to explain, but it's like it is just like pointing out something absurd in your like something that everyone's experienced, or like
Right.
making fun of like one tick at like a person who works at like a convenience store. It's like something like specific
yeah,
like
that's
that.
a good point.
And I feel like
Yeah.
that's very Japanese
It
because I wouldn't
is.
say it's necessarily American. American humor can be very like big and broad in a different
It
way.
can be too.
Yeah.
And the one way that I feel speaking of Japanese humor, so I feel like also did we talk about this? It's like really elements of it can be really slapsticky.
Yes. I
In
mean,
certain-
yeah.
yeah,
I
like,
think everyone's seen.
right, those big
Yeah.
really wacky game shows.
Yeah,
that
you
you
get like
yeah.
slapped in the head and you're naked for some reason, like
Yes.
stuff like that. Yeah.
and I love it.
Yeah, I
it's
love
like
that
I don't
too.
even know if I relate to that. I think there's a way where I relate to more of an American stand-up sensibility where I'm trying to write like I'm trying to like I have like probably my sense of irony is
Yeah.
really American.
Yeah.
I'm trying to like write a structured joke and I like care about like and I'm not like a big I like playing with physicality on stage, but I wouldn't by any means
Yeah.
say that I'm not like a goof.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Even though I love goofiness,
Right.
I just don't think that is natural in my body or
Yeah.
No, I
something.
hear that.
Or I don't know, but I think that I get inspired when something comes up on my YouTube or whatever that's like a Japanese, like a game show or like that show. Have you heard of that show where it's like mentaru? They like hang on, what's documental? So it's like it's a bunch of Japanese comedians. These people are particularly like character comedians, you know,
Yeah.
and they're like trying not to they can't laugh.
I have
you
heard
seen
about
that?
this. I
Oh,
think
yeah.
there's a British version now too.
Yeah,
right?
I've heard that.
Yeah.
So, but the Japanese one is so much better.
You can't laugh.
So, but they really do insane things. Like,
Yeah, they try to
they're
make each other laugh.
Someone's in a diaper. Somebody's dick is out for no reason.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
They're like one guy
Yeah.
was like put like a fake thing in his mouth that looked like blood or like a dead fish, but
Yeah.
he was like it wasn't real. So it was just kind of like taking it out of his mouth, and it's like really gross. And
Yeah.
but nobody can laugh.
Yeah.
And the way that Japanese slapstick is, there's something about it that I do feel inspired by, and
Yeah.
actually I want to grow from more
Yeah.
Huh.
because it's so.
In that way, it is universal. I think there's a specificity in their stuff, but there's also like a quietness, and then there's
Yeah.
also a simplicity and how stupid it is.
Like
but it's like
butts.
smart.
Yeah, it's like smart. It's actually brilliant. I
Yeah.
think it's like butts and like shit
yeah,
and
yeah,
like
butts, farts. Yeah,
like
you know.
and there's also part of that that's like there's also like a hypersexualization.
Oh, yeah.
which I think is very clearly a product of how controlled Japanese society can be with regards to like social protocol and decorum
Yeah.
or whatever, or even like how people express them. Like it's not a very tactile culture,
Yeah.
right? So then in these comedy things, it'll be like someone like the bit is that you can like touch someone's boobs or like try to
Yeah.
stick a pencil under someone's boobs.
Yeah.
That's maybe less of what we're talking about. Like,
I understand what you're saying.
just
It's
part
like
of- yeah.
it's part of their culture. It's like because it's so
Yes,
what do you call it?
restricted. This
yeah,
is the one.
restricted.
This
Yeah,
is the
you
space.
can let
it
it out
is.
actually more intensely in comedy because it's like a safer. It's like, oh, that's crazy. That's funny.
This is like
Right.
for sure like
Yeah.
not a thing that is acceptable, and this is the space to do that.
yeah. Whereas
One
like the boobs and pencil thing, you might see that like just walking around in New York.
thing. Yeah, I'm in that Facebook group. Yeah, for sure.
the Facebook book.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Japanese humor is so interesting to me. It's like so weird, but it's also, I am like, when I say things, I'm like, oh, well, ultimately I grew up watching it. So it's like, it is, and specifically I grew up watching a lot of sketch comedy. And I think that's why I love sketch comedy is because I grew up watching sketch comedy. And so I feel like, and I love I'm not good at physical humor.
Right,
I
or-
love physical humor. Like when someone falls, I'm like,
really
nothing
good
is funnier.
pratfall?
Yeah,
Yeah.
a good pratfall. I just like respect it so much. Even
It's
though
hard to do.
I'm not doing it.
Yeah, it's very
I know,
hard to
there's
do.
something about it I love.
That's how I feel.
Yeah, and it's like fully formed. I like more and more I think, but I'm like, it's fully formed by me growing up watching Japanese sketch comedy.
Oh, how cool. I really respect that. And I
Thank
feel
you.
that way. I feel like there's something so funny about someone falling. Like,
Yeah.
it's the best.
Yeah.
And I think the way that Japanese, even character comedians do that is really
It's amazing.
If something clumsy happens and the way they respond to it is like so funny.
Yeah.
Or I don't know why this, I don't know what okay, you know what keeps coming to my mind, but I don't even know like a specific example, is like somebody running around with underwear on their head.
Yeah.
Like that
Yeah.
is really Japanese in one way.
It is.
And like really specific. And just so like this is correct. Like,
Yes.
This is comedy.
Yeah, exactly.
But
This
I
is
don't even
comedy. This is it.
Yeah, this is like pinnacle.
Wow.
Yeah.
But the thing is, like, it's like you could watch it without knowing the language, and you'd still be
Yeah,
like,
it would
that
be
is pretty funny.
pretty funny.
Yeah.
Wow.
But then I don't want to. Yeah, right. I'm not trying to like cheapen Japanese comedy. It's really specific and
Yeah, yeah.
sophisticated in its own way.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
those sketches are too.
Yeah.
There's a lot of fun ones that come up through my YouTube algorithm.
Yeah.
that are from like even like the 80s and 90s.
Totally. Yeah.
Yeah.
I watch the 90s one sometimes.
They're cool.
yeah.
I would love it if you two had like a duo, you know, because I feel that's like a Japanese. Like
We
the
do
duo
it.
comedy.
Yeah, we do
Manzai.
konto. Oh, we do
Yeah.
manzai. Yeah,
Yeah.
we do manzai.
That would be sick, dude. That
My
would be
Japanese,
so cool.
in English though,
We can do it in English.
Yeah, you can do it in English, and it's just like,
they're
Yeah,
always
yeah, yeah.
hitting each other.
Yeah.
They are. That's exactly it.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
it's like they're always hitting each other.
They're always hitting each
And
other.
I feel like
actually, you know what? Fuck it, do it in Japanese. I think people would really.
For Fumi.
Who cares? No, but like that's part of the
Just Fumi
experience,
sitting
right?
down.
Is that
Yeah,
you're
with his
doing
arms
it
crossed.
Yeah, yeah.
in
Being
Japanese.
Yeah, I can imagine Fumi sitting there being like, Johnny's Japanese is not that good.
No, I could see. Yeah, he would. Yeah, he would definitely call you out on it. But I could see this really working in Littlefield, and like, you know, like the
my
you two
gosh.
did this in Japanese, and it's like very specific to this thing. I'm sure you would like be able to make
Figure
it so
it
it's
out,
accessible to like regular people.
Yeah.
But that's part of the fun of it is that it's like, what the fuck is going on? But at the same time, the underwear on the head. That's genius,
yeah, that's
bro.
genius.
So
I've
smart.
never seen that.
I love it. I'm here to encourage it. You know.
Okay.
That's a really fun
Yeah, we'll do it.
prospect.
Yeah.
Also, wait, have you guys heard of rakugo? It's like one
Yeah.
guy. Okay, it's like a one person, basically like sitting on a.
A mat, like whatever.
Like a
you
mat,
call it.
yeah.
Yeah, tatami.
Yeah.
Yeah, on the little cushion.
Like a square thing, yeah.
Yeah.
And then it's like not quite stand up, but it's like, and it's old. Like I didn't even know. It's like
Old
from
school.
the even from earlier than it's like from the Edo period, if not older.
Yeah.
So it's
It's like older
centuries-
than America. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah, yeah.
Right. And so it's kind of like stand up in a way. Oh, it's just like funny storytelling
Yeah.
and some use of props, like a fan to accentuate
Yeah.
something. So there's this guy. What the hell's his name? It's a white guy. He's an American guy named like something Sunshine, like Larry. It's like literally something Larry.
Dude,
And
if you're a white guy who can speak Japanese,
Oh.
you can,
and they love you.
Just
they'll
crush it.
love
Yup.
you. You could get any entertainment job you want to.
Yeah.
It seems like it.
Like,
because,
truly.
and so he does it, and
Yeah.
he's really successful as this one practice. And I've thought about, oh, how interesting would it be? I've actually thought about this. Is there any realm in which I could like do an apprenticeship or something in Japan?
Yo,
Dude, I feel
that'd
like
be
you
sick.
would.
I would try.
You should try.
I really would. I'll think about. I'll like try to investigate and
That would be
figure that
cool.
out. Maybe I could ask.
Also, I feel like they're
that's
starting
really
to do stand up in Japan too, in Japanese.
Yeah, because when I went to I did one show at Tokyo Comedy Bar in English, and then right after, it was actually kind of cool
I
because
did
it was,
that too.
Oh, you did it too.
Yeah.
Oh, great.
It was
Yeah,
awesome, yeah.
So so you're familiar with like the way the
expat.
layout.
Yeah.
So like when we got there, the thing that was on just before was letting out. So a bunch of people were coming out. It was specifically a Japanese language open mic.
Oh.
I thought it was so cool.
I
It
feel
was just
like
like comics chattering.
yeah, I feel like stand up is like entering Japan now.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
And maybe that's online. Maybe that's internet
Yeah.
stuff. And there's obviously more like there's this guy Saku. He's in Chicago, but he does stand up in both languages, and there's more of that.
Yeah.
That are maybe have some visibility.
Yeah, that's cool.
Real?
You should
I'll try.
Yeah,
I really want
way
to.
go.
Yeah, dude. do the stand up in Japanese, but then the
Yeah.
sitting down thing in English.
Whoa,
You know what I'm saying?
Whoa.
absolutely.
Fuck it up.
Yeah,
Fuck up the
fuck
system.
shit
Fuck it
up.
up. Fuck
You're
it
like,
up. Yeah, bitches.
I don't need any label.
You don't have a fan, you have your iPhone. Fucked
Yeah,
up.
yeah, right. And then there's this other guy named what's his name? It's like Potato Jason. Have you heard of him? I'm serious. It's just some white guy, like a millennial white guy.
Yeah.
Who does? He's like a really popular guy in Tokyo or wherever. Like
Yeah.
perform
Jason.
Potato Jason, and
I
he
hope
does
that's his
like
Potato.
he speaks Japanese really well. And like this is one thing I've seen. It's like Oh, okay. So kamishibai is like paper. It's like storytelling.
Yeah.
But you've seen that, like,
Yeah.
you like fold up paper to tell a
Yeah.
story.
So
Oh.
storytelling.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
just storytelling. But he's doing this in some way. Maybe it's like with a whiteboard or whatever. But the whole joke is about how, like, kanji is really confusing, and like the numbers for kanji. It's like 1, 2, and 3 are like logical because it's like a line, like 1, 2 lines,
Yeah.
3 lines, and then it gets like, whoa.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
he
yeah.
has this whole thing about it, and so I think Japanese people love a white guy enraged about
yeah.
kanji's hard.
Yeah,
His
yeah.
name was Potato Jason.
They're like, oh, yeah, they're like, this white guy's
Yo.
absolutely roasting our
Yes, we
language.
love
I love that he's so successful off his like TED talk
Yeah.
of the Japanese
basically a
language.
TED Talk. It's
and
like
he's
that.
just like people are losing their minds. Holy
That's
fuck.
what I'm saying. If you want to break through in comedy and it's not happening for you, and you're a white guy in America,
Move.
because we got
Go to
enough
Japan.
white guys speaking
Yo,
English.
Get the Duolingo.
Yeah, become fluent in Japanese and go to Japan.
Yeah,
Yeah, that'll be
funny-ass
easier,
name.
honestly.
Pizza Steve.
Yeah, Pizza Steve.
Whatever it is.
They all want to have sex with you.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, it's really true.
Oh wow. Okay. Well, I'm excited for
Yeah.
this collab to happen. I want this to
It would
happen.
be an honor.
Yeah, it would be an honor.
Thank you for joining us
Yeah,
on the show.
thanks for having me.
I want to say we'd have you on again, but the show's going to end soon. But who knows? Who knows? You might be back in a couple months.
Wow.
You'll definitely be on Hack City again.
You'll definitely be on Hack City
Yeah,
again.
I would look forward to that opportunity.
Yeah.
given the chance.
Where can our fans find you and where are you going?
When is this coming out? Do you know?
This will probably come out in mid-September, end of September.
Well, I'm headlining Unit Hall on September 22nd. So
Okay.
maybe that doesn't
that
line
might
up
work.
timing wise.
That might
If
work.
not, never
Yeah.
mind. Can you just generally
Yeah.
follow me online at my Instagram is Brittany.Goblin.Carney. I took the unko out years ago. And it's Brittany Goblin Carney on Instagram. And that's where I post a lot of my shows, like, around the country or in New York. I'm headlining, I'm doing a small headlining show in New York for New York Comedy Festival that will be in November.
Oh,
But
awesome.
the date is not out yet, so just please follow me
Just
on
check it out.
Brittany Goblin Carney, and my special is a free half hour on YouTube called That Is My Horse.
Yes.
Please watch that.
Yo.
Thank you.
You can always find us on Instagram at Asian Not Asian Pod. I'm on there. Nice pants, bro.
I'm at Jenny Arimoto.
Come check out our show, Hack City. The next one's it's September 12th, and I think it's October 10th. And then, of course, please check out everything that Brittany is doing.
Thank you.
And we're very excited to have her here. And thank you so much. And we love you.
Love you. Bye.
I love all of you. Bye. Thanks, guys. Thanks for
Yeah.
having me.